Jason from Pro Guitar Studio. Today we're taking a look at third intervals, which is something that I use all the time. And I wanted to put it together in a piece that will sound good even if you play without any backing track and you just want to play it by yourself at home. So what I've created here is something that creates a drone tone in the bottom or lower portion of your chord. And then we're going to play some third intervals on top. So don't worry too much about the theory here. We're just going to try to get these shapes under your fingers. We're going to have two different minor and two different major interval shapes that'll get you through pretty much anything if you need to as you move forward with these shapes. So once you get through sort of getting your fingers used to what we're going to do here today, then you'll be able to go through and learn them on every string set. Okay, so I've given you the main, I guess we'll say the main ways to play these. There are other ways we could do them too, but this is the way that I play them all the time. And there's, because of the second string, the second and third string will be a little different, which is why I included it here. Okay, so just to dive right in, we're going to start off on the 14th fret of string number 4, or the D string, and 12th fret of string number 3. Now, as a quick disclaimer, a couple weeks ago I did have to get some stitches on my fretting hand, so it's not fully up to the way I usually play. So you'll see as we go through this, some things I might use different fingers for, just so that I don't stretch out my hand in a weird way. But basically my playing is back to 80% of what it was, which is great. But yeah, if you see me using some weird fingerings here, that's why, okay? So we're going to start off on our ring finger, 14th fret string number 4, and 12th fret string number 3. And I'm going to use the A string as a drone tone, okay? So we're going to pick the A string, followed by the D string, followed by the G string. This is a minor third on top, okay? So there's two types of thirds we're going to do here, a minor third and a major third. So we'll start off with the minor third. We're going to slide down 1 fret with our index finger and then add our middle finger on the 12th fret of string number 4. And same idea here, so 12th fret string 4, 11th fret string number 3, and we're going to pick string 5, 4, 3, 4. So we had the minor third here, and this shape here where we have basically only 1 fret apart, we're going to call that a major third. Okay? And now we're going to go down to a major third again on 11 and 9. Sorry, minor third again on 11 and 9. And then a minor third on 9 and 7. So 14 and 12, 12 and 11, 11 and 9, 9 and 7, and then 7 and 6, 5 and 4, 7 and 6. So the very last one we're going to double up. So going through this here, these intervals, don't worry too much about the theory behind it, but like I was saying, before, don't worry too much about the theory, but for those of you who are interested in what's going on here, essentially these notes are highlighting A mixolydian, or the A7 chord. So that's what I'm implying there. Right now, similar thing to, we'll say, Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi. In that song too, not necessarily going through the exact same intervals, but we're picking the same kind of pattern, 4 notes total, right? So 2 up, 2 down. So we're going to repeat that twice. Then next up, we're going to go to the D string as our root. Then we're going to do 14 and 13. So because of the second string tuning, we have to add 1 fret to every note on the second string for the same pattern. Okay, so you can imagine our starting notes are going to be the same. I'm going to keep the same kind of scale outline here, which is the D mixolydian now. So we're just shifting this, we're transposing the whole thing. But as we travel downwards, descending, we're going to need to add 1 fret on the B string. So it's 14 and 13. 12 and 12, 11 and 10, sorry. And then we're going to have 9 and 8, and then 7 and 7, 5 and 5, 7 and 7. So. And that just happens one time, then we go back to our original. All right, so all together, we play that first part twice. Then we're gonna go to the D string. One time, right? Back to our first part. And that's the entire piece that I played there at the beginning, but I did add some improvisation on. So if you are interested in what I did there, note-wise, we're not going to recreate the notes that I played because I was just improvising, but what I pulled from was the A Mixolydian scale. Now, if that doesn't make sense to you, think of the A for the A section where I played on the A. The A is the root note. We're going to play the D major scale. So if we have the D major scale and started on the A note, we get the A Mixolydian. And that's essentially what the Mixolydian is here. We're playing D major, but starting on the A note. All right, so if you don't know the scale yet, don't worry about learning that for this exercise. But when I do go to the D, the D7 chord, I'm going to play D Mixolydian over that. So same idea, we're going to play the G major scale, starting on the D note. That might be an easier way for you to think of it if you've never learned the Mixolydian and you do know the major scale, okay? So those are some ways you can play on top of that. So I go from A Mixolydian. Then I go to D Mixolydian, which is G major. A Mixolydian. And that's essentially what I'm doing. So I'm doing A Mixolydian and D Mixolydian. But you could just do something using your ear as well. And most of what I'm doing there is using my ear within those scales anyways. Like I was saying, it's just an improvised solo. So get started with this. The third intervals are a lot of fun, and this is just a way to get your fingers moving. We're not diving too deep into the theory behind it and why those notes work on top of the root note, although I could go really deep. I don't like to get too much in depth in these videos because it makes the videos way too long. I spend half an hour talking. But get some playing in, get your fingers working on these third intervals. Let me know how they go. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos like this each week. It helps me do what I do. And the more people that subscribe and follow me, the more that I can offer you. So yeah, feel free to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you soon.